Hi everyone, I am Gerard. Welcome to my channel where I share tips and my own experiences in fish keeping to make you enjoy your fish keeping hobby as I enjoy mine. In most of my previous videos, I've obviously shown that I am an avid user of automatic fish feeders because it has a lot of benefits aside from feeding your fishes on your behalf. I have detailed the different benefits of using auto feeders in my previous videos, and I will be flashing the links of those videos above so you may check them out as well. Anyway, back to auto feeders. I've checked a lot of them on the internet and even tried a few, but only one auto feeder stand out for me because of the cost, ease of use, and its storage capacity for fish food. And it is the Dophin AF012 Auto Feeder. In this video, I will be reviewing and giving a guide on how to use this auto feeder to help or inspire you to use for your own fish tanks as well. So let's begin. Now let's proceed with the tutorial on the Dophin AF012 automatic feeder. I will show you each part of this auto feeder and of course how it works. Now let's first proceed with checking the items you should get when you buy a Dophin AF012 automatic feeder. First is the motor controller, and it is powered by two AA batteries. Next is the food container, and compared to most automatic feeders in the market today, it has a bigger capacity that I like. And here is the adjustment of how much food will drop in the aquarium in each rotation. Next are the mounting kits, and later I will show in this video the ways to mount this automatic feeder on your tank. Two AA batteries also come in the box, as you can see, and finally a small instruction manual for your reference. Now let's discuss how to set up this AF012 automatic feeder. But first, let's put in the batteries to provide power to the motor controller. The LED display will look like this during initial power up, then shows 00 for the hours and minutes as the current time. I will discuss that small circle on the lower left corner later. As you can see, there are 4 buttons. The middle is the set, the button on the left is the plus, while right button is minus, and finally the top button is to trigger one feeding rotation, which I will demonstrate later. First thing we need to set is the current time. To do this, press the set button for 3 seconds, then the hours on the display will blink. Set the hours by pressing the plus or minus buttons. Then to set the minute setting, just press the set button once, then when it blinks, you can set the same as how you did for the hours. If you again press the set button, another time will show, and actually this is for the first feeding cycle time. In this auto feeder, you can set up to 5 feeding cycle times. Now, same as before, set the hours and minutes for the first feeding cycle time using the plus or minus buttons. Then when you press the set button again, the first square on the lower left will blink. Now you can set how many rotations per cycle by pressing the plus or minus buttons again. The maximum rotations per cycle is 3 rotations. To go to the next cycle setting, just press set again and do the same as what you did for the first cycle. Now, if you don't want to set the other cycle times, just press the set button multiple times to skip until you reach the current time that you have set earlier. Next, as you can see, you can easily connect the food container to the motor controller, and by pressing the top button, it triggers one rotation of the motor. This manual trigger is very useful when setting up the opening of the container to test how much food will drop in the aquarium for one rotation. Now for the mounting kit, it will allow you to install the automatic feeder onto the vertical side glass in aquarium, as you can see. Or can also be installed onto the horizontal cover of your tank, as per your preference. And now we will do a function checking of the automatic feeder. So I first put in fish food in the food container. And first I set the opening on the container to control how much food will drop in each rotation per my preference. I just place a cardboard box on the bottom to catch the food, so I can clearly show later how much food dropped as per my cycle setting. And now I am setting the current time and the cycle time. For this experiment, the current time is set at 4:15. And I have set only one cycle time at 4:20 with 3 rotations. One tip: if you press the plus or minus buttons steadily, it will increment or decrement continuously. Now, when the time reached 4:20, the motor automatically rotated. And on the display, you can also see a rotating symbol on the right side of the minute, which means the motor is currently rotating. So this is how much food that dropped during the cycle with 3 rotations. Hopefully this guide is useful for you. Thank you for watching. God bless.